Hi everyone, it's Cindy. Welcome back to Studioloo. So I'm here today with a collaboration video with Globleland. Globleland, they have sent me some really fun cutting dies that are this really interesting set of different shapes of like sort of tickets and stamps and, you know, smaller ephemera pieces. So I am going to do something fun today to use them. And I've really been looking forward to this. So stay tuned and check out my description box below because I have a discount code that you can use on Globleland's website, which I've linked below. It's globleland.com. Global is G-L-O-B-L-E. And you can take a look at the different, like they have different sort of discounts and programs and things like that that you can use, and you can use my discount code on top of that for 10% off. It is Cindy10 with a capital C-I-N-D-Y 10. So I'm just going to separate these to begin with so that we get actually that one I think I won't. I don't think I need to separate that one. The ones I'm going to separate are just the little in-betweensies maybe, or the different types. So I often, believe it or not, with my dies, I like to just kind of leave them all together until I don't need to have them together. Like something like this, I would leave it all together maybe, like, but it's just a little one, so we'll take it off. And I like to use these little snippers to just remove the extra little metal bit that you know, connects the two pieces. Usually they're quite easy to get off. They usually just kind of need to be bent back and forth like once, and then they just kind of come right off. I don't know how they do this to make it like so, you know, quick and easy to remove them. It's interesting. Okay, so there's those. Then this I will break into maybe here. We'll take this inside off like that, and the same with this one. Take those off, and then I'll just take the little extra bits off of these too, because sometimes they nest the little bits inside the big bits, so then they can give you even more dies, which is great. Okay, and I'll probably just like leave that together, I think. Or maybe I'll break those apart because they're two different styles. Just a little bit of, you know, housekeeping on how to manage your dies. I don't often talk about like the background of these kind of things, how I do things, so there we go. Okay. Perfect. Now this, and then this piece, I will separate this because this needs to come out of the middle, because those are two different shapes. One and two. And then we have this other big one over here. This one is nested inside of it. You just kind of give it a turn and it will disconnect. Okay, almost got all the bits off. These are not the best little needle nose pliers. I've used them for so many things that they're not intended for, that they're kind of like misaligned. But they're still working for this, so that's good. I need to have like an abused tools drawer or something where I just put all my old abused tools until I can like repair and bend them back to what they're intended to be used for. We have another little one in here we can take out. So you just kind of give it a wiggle. It's funny though, the needle nose pliers like this, these little pliers, I often find them in dollar stores. And then one time I was looking for them and like I couldn't find them anywhere in any store. And I ended up having to go to like a hardware store and buy like an expensive pair. And then I was like, why? And then I feel like every time I've gone back to the dollar store, now they have them all the time. And I'm like, okay, that was just nature's playing its tricks on me. Okay, so let's just set all our separate little dies over here. Now, what I want to do today is one of my favorite things, which is using up scraps, right? We're going to just create, I've got just this piece of regular kind of, it's not copy paper, it's a little thicker, but I want to use scraps to create a background. So let me grab some paper, just bits and bobs here. And we're going to create like a collage board. And that is going to be the basis for what we're making here. So just cover this in glue. Glue down some scraps. Doesn't have to be any particular way. Just however you like things to look. And I'm using like scraps of all sorts of things that are just in my scrap bin. My scissors here. Use this here. That's perfect. Maybe the other side next to it. This little bit here. Might just put a little more glue. I'll cut all the extra bits off afterward. Some silver here. Let me actually put that toward the bottom. Okay. Going to go over this little bit at the bottom because I didn't quite cover it. So we can do 2 layers there. And then some tissue. Okay. And I will link these particular dies below this video in the description box so that you can find them. This is just some dyed paper scrap. Some pinky book page. I'm going to go this way. I want to mix up a little bit like of, you know, what's on the surface. I don't want really big swaths of anything particularly because, you know, when we're making these pieces, I want it to have some variation. Maybe a bit of this green ledger paper. My house is so quiet right now. So my children are back in school. My son is in his first year at school, and he is loving it. But I think it kind of wipes him out a little. He's pretty tired at the end of the day. So yeah, my house is much quieter than it once was. I will take it. It's kind of nice. Okay. Some very old book page here. That here. Do a bit of this music. Oh, these are some swatches, I think, from Mary Ellen over at Red Parrot, from some swap that we've done in the past. And they are on, like, I think a Chinese dictionary, Mandarin perhaps dictionary. Oh, and it's such a nice thin paper. That book is a winner for collage paper. Sometimes you can get the nicest, like, thin papers in books, and they are really good for jelly printing and for collaging. Okay, so now we have this. Now you can decide at this stage if you would want to do any kind of stamping or anything like that to add extra texture to this. I'm actually not going to. I'm just going to keep this as it is because I like how it looks. I think it's interesting as is. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to cut it in half, I think this way. Actually, I might go this way. Let me grab my die cutting machine here, because we're going to need that in a moment. And then I'll check the size of my plate here. So yeah, we'll probably want to go in halves this way, I think. I mean, I could cut it both ways, or I could do it in thirds, maybe thirds. But how long is this? Is this all going to fit on here? On the most part, yes. Okay. So let's go in thirds. This way and maybe this way. And keep in mind, this is just one piece of like 8.5 by 11 paper. You could make a whole bunch of these, and you could really stock up your tickets and things for collage supply. Okay, let's just trim all that excess off. Now the fun bit begins, and move these out of the way here. Bring over my die cut machine. Flip it here, get the magnetic mat in place properly on the platform. Okay. And I want to use it this way because I'm right-handed. So here we go. We will put down our paper. Let me just push this back. I gotta move my water out of the way here. I have 3 waters on my desk because I'm a drink goblin. That has not changed. Okay, let me pull all my dies up here because they are the star of this show. Move this, move this. All right, we're good. Okay. Everybody is out of the way back there. Yeah. Okay. The only thing missing is the lid to my glue, but I'll just set it over there out of the way. Okay. So let's get our first piece of paper and pop it up here. Then let's decide how we want to do this. So I think I'm going to go with one of these, and you can see how what you're going to end up with your cuts, right? This I'm going to put on here too. And we're just going to try to fill up as much of this surface as we can. So that'll go there neatly. And then we got room, I think, for like one more little right there. Yeah, that's pretty full. That's awesome. If I can pull that down a bit and turn this. Just try to like maximize your use of space because you can. And get one more right here. Awesome. Okay, so now we'll get our die cut plate, lay it on top, get ready to roll here. Oopsies, did I did. I got it off a little bit. Sometimes when I'm not, fully paying attention, things like this happen. Okay, I'll show you what I'm talking about if you're wondering. If you don't see my boo-boo, my boo-boo is this. You see that? I've got the die off a little bit, just a titch there, but that's okay. It doesn't matter. I'll show you what to do properly on the next one. But it's still going to cut it beautifully. So see that? It's still cut. And we have this, like, it's kind of cute actually. We've got like it looks like a cut ticket on that end, right? Like it just looks like it's been cut there. But look at those. You see can you see the texture? There's like the dots and then the lines. So these are much nicer than just like your own hand cut tickets. Sorry, dots. And then these outlines. Yeah, so they look a lot nicer than your just plain old, like if I were to hand cut these and then take like a hole punch or something on the side and see those nice little details there. They're very uniform and very nice. So see that nice border right here? It's really nice. So let's get all those out. And look at these ones. Those are great. I love the depth of the cut. It's great. And when you do the collage board, right, you make a thicker piece of paper so you get nice deep indents. That nice one. Look at that. Isn't that great? And you could put an image, like a focal point here. You could stamp something. I mean, there's just so many options. Okay, so then let's go on to the next one. So we'll lay this down and let's see. I'll use this really cool triple one here. That's awesome. Let's put that there. And we'll do one of these little bitty ones, two-sided. Do a long one like that. These two here. I can fit that one down here. If I move that up a little. Yep. Okay. Perfect. And then I'm going to do a little experiment with this one where I'm going to like cut out the center on purpose. So it's just going to have like a little hole in the center of that ticket. I think that'll look neat. So then we'll get our plate here. Okay. And we're all on this time. I'm not coming off the edge. Sorry for that bang. That's just when it comes right off the very end. And I just like to run it through a second time. To be completely honest, you don't normally need to do that with Globleland Dies. They cut really well on the first try. I'm just doing this because I like the nice depth of the grooves, and I think I just enjoy doing things like extra. Let me move this to the side so that I'm in frame to show you these. Set these ones aside here. Pop over here. I have a little glue glob there. Let's get rid of that. Okay. And then the big reveal. This one is on my plate. Come off, you. A little bit of glue, that's all. Because, you know, when you glue with the glue stick, you might get a little sticky, but look how cool that is. It's so puffy and like it has such a tickety feel to it. Definitely try this, okay? I promise you, you'll like how, even with other die cuts, if you make collage boards, give it a try, because this one was right on the very edge, and I think it needs a little scissor, because I didn't get the double, the plate. So that's fine. Just see, it's just right here. It's just because it hung off the very edge, but there we go. That's so nice. But like, try with your collage boards because they have a really great thickness. So let's just lift these. Finish lifting these off. That one's good. So see that nice? It's like a stamp on the edge, and it's got those really good lines. And another one with multiple papers going through it. And it like really gives you a way to like reuse your scraps in a different way. And then you're not just making like journal cards and tags with your scraps. You're actually making something for collaging. That's kind of cool, actually. I wonder if I don't, I think it's pretty much cut. Yeah, it's cut. I was going to say if I could leave it attached, it would be even cooler maybe, but I like it cut too. Yeah, cool. And this one is our set of 3. Let's pop those out. Look at those. Okay, one more little guy here. So cute. Okay, and we have one more sheet to use. So let's grab it out from under here. Plunk it on here, and then we'll decide. I want to use that big one again. Right there. Okay, then maybe this big one again. I feel like I've definitely developed like some favorites. This would need to get probably broken in half, but I'm going to use this one for on here, I think. I might be able to get one more. That won't go that way, will it? No, it's too wide. Oh, down here I can get this one. Okay. And then I'll go with a bigger one here. Yep, that's good. So pop our plate on top. Let's move these out of the way. Okay. Oh yeah, that's cool. See? Very fun. Then we have this one that's in that old text, just a solid old text ticket. Then the bigger set of multiple tickets. And that little one. This one was a little gluey, so I was like, is it going to work? But it did. It's fine. Yes, those are so nice. I love the swatches on that one. And I love the circles in these ones. And then one more little right there with lots of collaging going on that one. Okay, so let's set aside this machine, get it out of the way. Okay, and then I'll bring all these into frames so you can see them. There is my glue lid. Okay. So look at all this fodder we made in such a short amount of time with this really super fun die cut set. I like these particular kind of die cutting sets because you can just do endless projects with them. You know, you can use things that are basics like this over and over again. You can make tickets for, you know, like holiday journals, tickets for travel journals, and just all sorts of cool stuff, right? And there's that keyhole one that I did. Yeah, they're just a lot of fun, and you can keep on playing with them with little focal points and things, or little verses, word snippets, stamping. And also I'll be doing another video on this, but like, see this, I've got this big collection of stamps also, and how perfect would they be with these tickets, right? Stamping your numbers, or like these kind of words like received, certified, you know, on these kind of things. So yeah, that will be maybe part of another video that I'm going to do with those. So yeah, here's all my little tickets. I hope you enjoyed this look at these fun dies. Again, I will link Globleland's website down below, and the particular, like this particular die, so that you can pick it up if you want to. They're a really great basic collection, and don't forget to take a look at the different sales that Globleland has on their website. And on top of that, use my discount code Cindy10 for 10% off of the top of your order. So thank you again for hanging out with me. I hope you enjoyed these little tickets, and we'll talk again soon. Bye for now.